Well, welcome to Game 8 of the first day of the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, the 52nd annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. I'm Bill Hampton along with my sidekick, Terry McVeigh. The last game of the evening coming up. Terry, we've had some exciting games. Why don't you give everybody a recap?
We've had some exciting games, some couple of good upsets, and a couple of unexpected blowouts.
Yeah.
Game 1, the first seeded Burning Mules defeated the 16th seed East Carter 100-30. That was to be expected. In the second game, it was the Portageville Bulldogs over Greenville 59-26. And the first upset of the day was the third game when the third seeded Kennett Indians were beaten by the Van Buren Bulldogs 55-47. Game 4 brought us another upset. The fourth seeded Hayti got upset by Puxico 72-61. That's probably the game with the most energy.
Yes.
And excitement. That was a high energy game and a good game to watch. Fifth game, Dexter was all over East Prairie, 75-29. East Prairie's had some people, lost some players, and Dexter was all over them, 79-29. Game 6 was much of the same. Twin Rivers was very impressive in their win over Malden, 72-26. The game that was just finished, which is a surprise mostly because of the margin. The Richland Rebels over the Donovan Dons, 62-40. Richland looked pretty good. And again, something that was very surprising was the margin of that score. You look in the losers bracket, you got Hayti, Malden, Kennett, and Donovan are all in the losers bracket after the first day.
Yeah, that we were going over that before we started. That's hard to believe. What a difference a year makes.
Well, you got the 3 seed, the 4 seed, the 7 seed, all, and Malden the 11 seed. They're all lose the first round. The two teams that played for the championship last year, Malden and not Malden, but Donovan and Hayti are both in the losers bracket after the first day. So
yeah, and Malden ended up third.
Malden was third last year, and they were beaten soundly today. So it's high school basketball. It's hard to keep a dynasty going, and because you don't reload with your recruiting classes.
Well, let's tell you tonight's game between the Bloomfield Wildcats and the South Pemiscot Bulldogs. Brought to you by Three Rivers Community College. James R. Tweedy, attorney at law. James R. Tweedy, attorney at law, is located on the Courthouse Square in Bloomfield. Phone 568-4000. That's James R. Tweedy, attorney at law. Also, taxes and more. Taxes and more inside Wethington Tire at 200 North Prairie in Bloomfield. See Tanya M. Wethington for your taxes and bookkeeping. Phone 568-3833. That's taxes and more in Bloomfield. Also, First State Bank and Trust in Dexter. They support high school athletes, coaches, cheerleaders, teachers, administrators, and fans. Have a great 52nd Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. That's the First State Bank and Trust. Call 624-3919 in Dexter. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes.
Three Rivers affordable tuition
means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Well, Terry, what do you expect in this game? We got number 8, number 9 seeds coming in. What do you expect?
I really don't know. Bloomfield's been playing started out the season a little slow. They've been playing pretty well as of late. I think they're going to have to look to Leighton Hensley. They're jumping jack center for more scoring, and he scored 29 in their last game. South Pem, both teams lost their leading scorer from last year. Bloomfield with Williamson, South Pem with Mauricio Clay, who's an excellent player. South Pem is going to be athletic. I think Bloomfield's going to be a little bit more patient. And again, I think they're going to need to look to Leighton Hensley to look to score.
Well, we'll tell you tonight's referees in this game are going to be Mark Mars, Lee Jones, and Randy Winston. And
Well, that's a lot of experience there.
Lots of experience.
I don't think you get much more experience unless you get Carl Townsend and Dutch Meyer out of retirement. Maybe resurrect Churn Williams.
I tell you, old Churn called a bunch of them.
Churn called a whole lot of games.
Oh. I tell you, Terry and I are not that much difference in age. We had a lot of referees, a lot of people that really put their time in and helped us. At the time, we're like everybody else. We thought the officials were the bad guys, but without them, it would have been a bad time on the court.
It would have been a bad time.
We really appreciate the effort that these men put in, and I know they get very little thanks for it. But after you quit playing, you look back, it's kind of like going to school. You don't realize how great the teachers were until you're out, and then you look back and say, boy, did they teach me a bunch.
And these guys have to like doing this because they sure don't do it for a living. They sure don't do it for the pay. They just have to like doing it because it's a difficult job, and again, you don't get any thanks. And you got 3 officials that have been officiating for a long time, a lot of experience, done a lot of big games. So we're going to have a well-officiated game.
Yep. Well, the winner of this game will play the Bernie Mules. The loser of this game will play East Carter Redbirds. Starting lineup just a moment away here. We have no idea who's starting. We'll call them out as Stan Durham, the public address announcer here at the Bloomfield tournament. He and Lonnie Hutchison have been here for many, many years calling this tournament, and they give a lot of their time to the community and everything. They do a wonderful job.
And this isn't their first rodeo.
No, it's not.
I think I said about Lonnie Hutchison keeping score. He could use a pen to keep score. He's not like us that has to use a pencil with an eraser on it.
South Pemiscot Bulldogs coached by Aaron Burton and Alandis Boyd. South Pem will be wearing the black uniforms tonight. Number 2, Caleb McIntyre, a 6'2 senior. Number 12, a 5'10 junior, Tyler Thompson. Number 15, a 6'1 senior, Charles Taylor. Number 32, a 6'4 senior, Bruce Smith. And number 5, Aaron Booker, a 5'10 senior. For the Bloomfield Wildcats, coached by Dustin Hicks, assisted by Jason Carnes and Nathan Connor. Number 11, which I don't have.
I don't either. Blake Harris.
They must have changed some numbers around for the program booklet. Do you have the correct numbers?
No, I don't.
Well, I sure missed them. I went off the program booklet, what they turned in. But Jacob McNeil is number 10, or he'll be number 11.
Okay.
We got Blake Harris, and I don't know what number he is. Folks, I tell you what, we may have to go out there for the
Blake
first
Harris is he 20? 20, yeah.
Okay. 21 late behind Hensley, so okay, we're close on that. We're going to have a violation right off the bat as Leighton Hensley got the tip inside the circle without it hitting the floor. That's violation. Ball will turn over right off the crack of the bat to the South Pemiscot Bulldogs. Sit back and enjoy this one, folks. We expect a dandy right here. Tyler Thompson with the ball. Bloomfield in a man-to-man. Ball taken away and then off of the foot of the South Pemiscot Bulldogs will be turned back over to the Bloomfield Wildcats. Corey Smith inbound, gets the ball into Seth Hill. Over to Jacob McNeil. Inside to Leighton Hinesley.
Leighton Hensley looking for a shot. That's a good sign for Bloomfield that he's looking for his shot. Because he can score. He scored 30 or 29 in their last game. And he can jump out of the gym.
Well, you know Bloomfield wants to play well right here at their home tournament. Take away there by Hensley.
Good defense by Hensley stepping in the passing lane, picking that one off the block.
Hill will set the offense. South Pim in a man-to-man. A backdoor cut that time by McNeil. Ball bounced off his leg.
Keep it with Bloomfield.
Going to be a jump ball. Ball will stay with the Wildcats. Harris to inbound. Hensley inside, goes in. Boy,
there's another 2-point.
Strong move.
Strong move, and he's using that good jumping ability. And he's got quickness. He's listed as 6'2", and I don't know if he's that tall, but he's so quick. And plays the post that he used that as an advantage.
McIntyre with the ball. Gets it to Thompson. Inside and off the fingertips of the Bulldogs. Another turnover by the Bulldogs. 6:45 going to first quarter. Bloomfield on top of South Pim, 4-0. Hill's going to drive the bucket. What a nice screen, a double screen.
A double screen, that's exactly right. That was just a real nice screen. Got him around his man, and then the underneath man had another screen from the baseline. I believe that was Hill made the second screen. Just a really nice play.
Well, that was Hill.
That's Hill that scored. That's right.
But, that was a nice set play that time, and just a pick, and it just opened up for him. Everybody else on the other side just kind of split away, and their man went with them.
Yeah, I noticed they were spreading the floor, and then the guy underneath comes up, makes a good pick on the South Pim player that was guarding the ball handler. Then when the downside defense comes up, the guy from the wing comes over, makes another nice pick on him, and he's got a layup. Just a really well executed play. And Bloomfield's up 6-0.
With 6:20 to go in the first period of play. Hill applying the pressure. Oh, double team and almost a takeaway, but South Pim keeps it. Ball passed underneath and puts it up. Rebound that time by Corey Smith of the Wildcats. Hill quickly down the floor to McNeil. McNeil back to Hill, but the ball's going to be taken away by McIntyre. He goes in, puts it up, scores it. First 2 points by the South Pemiscot Bulldogs, 6-2 with 5:55 to go in this first period of play. I'll tell you what.
Leighton Hensley
is filling it up. He's got six of the 8 points for the Wildcats.
He's too quick for Bruce Smith. Bruce Smith has 3 inches on him, but he's too quick for him underneath.
Ball put up that time, but South Pim would not go, tipped around. Charles Taylor tipped that ball up twice, could not get it to go, goes out of bounds to the Bloomfield Wildcats. Coming in for South Pim is Jordan Carter, a 6-foot senior, or 6-foot sophomore, excuse me. South Pim going to a zone. McNeil with the ball to Hill. Back to McNeil. McNeil down to Hensley along the baseline off his fingertips. Turnover by the Wildcats. Coming in for South Pim is James Hollywood. Going out is Charles Taylor. 8-2, 5 minutes to go in this first period of play. Wildcats on top of the Bulldogs.
Little walk.
We're going to have a turnover. 2 minute steps. Three-pointer at time put up by Harris. Short. South Pim on the move. Three-pointer put up that time, and cans it is Tyler Thompson.
Good shot from the corner. He squared himself up and took his time. He had the shot and had the time. Now he makes the steal and is going to get 5 points here.
And he makes it. Tyler Thompson with 5 points in the quarter. It's 8-7. Wildcats on top by 1. McNeil gets the ball to Hill. It's going to go off
Over and back.
Turnover, over and back. Coming in for the South Pemiscot Bulldogs is Cameron Links.
Bloomfield's hurt themselves 2 out of the last 3 times down the court with unforced errors, and then you wrap that around the steal by Thompson, and now South Pem's ahead.
Yeah, Thompson scored the last 7 points for South Pem to put them up 9-8. Hensley with the drive, has a ball blocked.
Nice block by Bruce Smith. He stood his ground and didn't foul him.
Good pass.
9 in a row by Thompson.
Well, I tell you, they're finding Thompson all alone, a bunch in there, 11-8.
Well, Thompson's got 9.
We've got a timeout on the floor with 3:42 to go in the first period of play. It's the South Pemiscot Bulldogs 11, Bloomfield Wildcats 8. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college.
Why pay university prices?
When the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less.
I can use A+.
I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Terry, all of a sudden, South Pem is just, they have scored.
Bloomfield looked like they were just going to have control of the game the way it started out, and
They scored 9 in a row. South Pem has.
Well, Tyler Thompson scored 9 in a row.
That's it.
He hits a 3, then he steals the ball, then he gets a couple of good passes underneath, but the 2-3 zone's causing a little problem. Bluefield's hurt themselves a couple of times with a couple of unforced errors.
Jacob Connor into the game for the Wildcats.
Steal. Bloomfield was fortunate there that Taylor made the fouls. I think that would have been another turnover because that pass wasn't going anywhere.
Derek Colwell into the game along with Jacob Connor for the Wildcats. Ball passed down to Derek Colwell, and he makes it 11-10. South Pem on top of Bloomfield. 3:20 to go in this first period of play.
There's Caldwell.
Hey, Caldwell's come in the game, made some things happen.
He's come up with a point and a steal.
Connor with the ball to McNeil. McNeil going to be called for travel.
Just double clutched on the ball and moved his feet while he was double clutching the ball. Bruce Smith and Caleb McIntyre back in for South Pem. Coach Burton's trying to utilize his bench.
Well, both coaches are. This game is going to be a very hard-played defensive game, as you can tell. They're doing a lot of movement right now.
Cameron Links in the ball game for South Pem.
Bloomfield in a 2-3 zone now, and the ball taken away by Harris, and he puts it up, and he's going to be fouled.
That'll be on the floor. I think it'll be out of bounds. Yeah, foul on Carter.
Second team foul. First foul on Carter. Back in for the Bulldogs. It's Thompson and also Booker, or McIntyre. Harris with McNeil with the ball out front, gets it over to Harris on the wing. Harris with the drive, stop, puts it up, will not go.
Caldwell
Rebound.
keeps it alive. Caldwell's giving some good minutes.
Yes, he is. 2-on-1 break.
McIntyre leads it up. There's Thompson, can't get it to go. McIntyre follows. It's a well-executed fast break. McIntyre kept it in the middle of the floor, got it off to Thompson, and then followed Thompson's
Ball
miss.
tipped out of bounds by South Pem. 2:11 to go in this first period of play. It's 13-10. South Pem over Bloomfield. Hill in for McNeil for the Wildcats. I'm impressed the way Tyler Thompson takes the ball to the hole. Connor for three, will not go. Rebound that time by Taylor. Gets the ball to Thompson. Under 2 minutes to go in this first period of play.
South Bend's going to try to dictate the tempo.
Harris read that one, and he goes in, puts it up. Nice move. It looked like he was going to charge, and he just went right around the defender.
He switched hands, went right around Thompson. Thought Thompson was either going to foul or trying to draw the charge. But
Connor takes the ball away. Hill has it. It's going to go down. He puts it up. Will not go. Ball out of bounds. Off of Bloomfield.
Thompson did a good job defensively that time. He held his ground, so he's either going to charge or the guy was going to get around for a layup, but he didn't give him much room to get around for the layup, but he held his ground well.
Cody Red Cloud in for Leighton Hensley for the Wildcats. 13-12, 1:10 to go in this first period of play. Game 8 of the 52nd Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Thompson for three. Will not go. It's rebounded long to McIntyre. He puts it up. Will not go.
There's Caldwell.
Rebound. Boy, I tell you, ever since he's come in the game, he's made it happen, hasn't he?
He sure has.
Red Cloud with the ball. Gets it to Hill. Hill puts the shot up just inside the three. Will not go. Rebounded in there by Smith. 40 seconds to go. Booker with the ball, gets it over to Thompson for three, scores it.
Nice shot. That's 2 threes that Thompson's made. He squares himself up well, has a good release.
Thompson with 12 in the quarter. 16-12 with 20 seconds to go. Bloomfield going to play for one. Harris for three,
and
scores it.
Nice. Well executed shot. Again, he squares himself up well, good release, and we got a 1-point game going after one quarter.
At the end of the first quarter, it's the South Pemiscot Bulldogs 16, the Bloomfield Wildcats 15. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment.
Great instructors.
And convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Well, Terry, the scoring in the first quarter for South Pem, it's Tyler Thompson with 12, Caleb McIntyre with 4. For the Bloomfield Wildcats, it's Leighton Hensley with 6, 5 to Blake Harris, 2 each to Seth Hill and Derek Caldwell. Foul-wise, Bloomfield no fouls, only 2 fouls on the Bulldogs, 1 each to Charles Taylor and to Jordan Carter. What do you think about the first quarter?
Well, I thought both teams played within themselves. Neither team really got too sloppy. There were some unforced turnovers, but both teams tried to run their offense. They weren't trying to do more than what they could do. I thought they ran their offense as well. I was really impressed with South Pem after they got going. They had when they needed to run, they ran, or when they had the opportunity. But then when they didn't, they ran their offense and ran their offense well. So it's an 8-9 seed, and it's 16-15. So
just what we expected.
Just what we expected.
This game tonight brought to you by Three Rivers Community College, James R. Tweedy, attorney at law, taxes and more, and First State Bank and Trust in Dexter. Just underway, second quarter, game 8. Oh, nice pass down and a good move. He can't get it to go.
McIntyre keeps it alive.
Smith with a takeaway as Carter put up a shot on a turnaround. Couldn't get it to go. Bloomfield with the ball, chance to take the lead. They trail by 1. McNeil in. Puts the ball over to Harris. Harris to Hill for 3, scores it. Seth Hill with his second bucket. His first 3, he now has 5 in the game.
And that was created by the penetration dribble.
Second lead change of the game.
Kick it out for the open 3.
McIntyre on a drive, puts it up, will not go. Ball bounced around, out of bounds off of Bloomfield. Bruce Smith back in for South Pim.
James Hollywood.
Going out at McIntyre and Aaron Booker. 7:06 to go in this second period of play. 18-16, the Wildcats on top. Thompson with the ball at the top of the key. Gets it over to Carter. Carter skips it over to Thompson. A quick pass. Ooh. Nice putback by Bruce Smith on the miss.
Bruce Smith is used his size well in that rebound and muscle it back through.
Pass inside to Smith.
Good bounce pass by Hensley to Smith in the middle of the lanes, and a good shot by Smith.
Smith did a nice job catching that ball. That ball was put in a tough place. Oh, good pass there. Hollywood can't get it to go. He follows up though and knocks it down. We've got another tied game. 20-all, 6:10 to go in the second period of play. McNeil with the ball. Both teams in a 2-3 zone now.
Nice skip pass, good
Harris
shot.
for three, scores it. Boy, Harris has got a beautiful shot.
He does, and that was just a nice skip pass over to him and a good set. And that's 2 threes, I believe, he's made in this game.
It is, and it's a fourth lead change with 5:50 to go in the first period. Drive that time by Hollywood, or by Bruce Smith, excuse me.
That was a little too easy.
Second bucket, yep. 23-22, Wildcats up by 1. Hensley with the ball. Haven't called his name lately. He drives a baseline. The ball blocked out of bounds and off Bruce Smith's hands.
I was glad to see Hensley go back to attacking the bucket. He didn't do that second half of the second part of the first quarter.
Cameron Links in for Charles Taylor. Going out also is Jordan Carter. Coming in is Aaron Booker for the Bulldogs. Hill with the ball on the outside. Gets it to McNeil. Back to Hill. Harris in the corner. To McNeil. He's going to drive. He takes it back out. Good quick defense that time by South Pim.
Good hustle on Thompson's part.
23-22. Bloomfield on top of South Pim with 5:18 to go in the second period of play.
Getting some instructions from the coach.
McNeil to Harris. Harris gets it to Smith. Smith has the ball taken away from him. Thompson on the run. He's going to take it in, puts it up, scores it.
And there's a good example. South Pim had the advantage, and they ran and took advantage of it.
Ball quickly down to Hensley, and he's going to be fouled by number 32. Bruce Smith's going to be his first, team's third.
I don't know if everybody appreciates how good a catch that was by Hensley. Aren't a whole lot of people that are going to catch that ball.
McIntyre back into the game for Thompson for the Bulldogs. 4:49 to go. South Pim on top by 1. They're going to get the ball on a turnover. McIntyre's going to go in, scores it. Caleb McIntyre, his first two of the second quarter.
That pass just a little too tall. Good hustle by Harris to Hensley.
Sure was. Smith puts it back, scores it.
Good hustle rebound by Smith.
Corey Smith, his second bucket of the quarter. He has 4 in the game.
He's a 5'10" senior, and he muscles up the offensive board.
Good shot that time by Cameron Links. Boy, he took no time. He got it, put it right up.
Yeah, he didn't dribble to see what everybody's going to do.
28-25. The drive by Hill will not go. Rebounded up by Harris. He puts it up, will not go. Rebounded, taken away. It's on the floor. Coming away with it is Hollywood.
3-on-2, but a nice steal by McNeil.
Hensley's going to go in. He goes up. He's going to be fouled. Foul is going to be on Aaron Booker. His first, team's fourth. Going the line to shoot 2 is going to be Leighton Hensley. Hensley's not scored this quarter. He opened up the game, and then we hadn't heard much from him.
Right.
Now he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
He wanted the dunk on that one.
Yep, 28-25. Bulldogs on top of the Wildcats. First one is short. Coming in for the Wildcats.
Caldwell and Connor.
Also for the Bulldogs, Thompson's back in. And Carter. Hensley eyes his second one.
Short. That rolls
Well,
it.
they got the roll.
Nice roll. On good rotation on that. Might have walked. No call.
McIntyre ends up with the tip pass. He's going to turn around and shoot it. Everybody left him alone. He misses.
He's too open.
We're going to have a push foul that time on the rebound on Bloomfield. It's going to be on Seth Hill, his first, the team's first, with 3:37 to go in this second period of play. Inbounding for the Bulldogs is Lynx. We're going to have a 3-second violation against the Bulldogs with 3:29 to go. It's 28-26. This is a game we thought we would see.
Yes, it is. You know, looking at Cameron Links out there, number 25, he has long hair and a beard. Think he'd have fit in the ABA?
Probably would have.
He could have played for the Spirits of St. Louis.
And here's a guy that's back in the game, and it seems like every time he comes in, he's making things happen. That's Derek Caldwell.
He sure is.
He's a 6'1 junior. He's going to go line to shoot two. Foul that time is going to be the second foul on Bruce Smith. Fifth team foul. Nice shot that time by Caldwell. Smith out for the Bulldogs. Coming in for him is Aaron Booker. Second one up. Will not go, but boy, look in there. Hensley in there for the rebound. Puts it up.
Okay, does it
tips
again.
it up. Gets it.
Third time's the charm.
Stayed right with it that time. Bloomfield
Good energy by Leighton Hensley.
Bloomfield
comes in off the second position and tips it, and stays with it.
Bloomfield comes up now with the lead. Hill is going to control the ball and set the offense up for the Wildcats. Just under 3 minutes to go. He puts up a three. Will not go. Rebounded out to McIntyre. 6 lead changes already, Terry, in this game, and something we thought we would see. McIntyre with the ball taken away by Hill and out of bounds off of
Going to go to South.
Bloomfield will
go
keep
to
control.
Bloomfield.
2:35 to go in this first half of play.
Good defense by
29-28.
Hill.
Links out. Charles Taylor in for him for the Bulldogs. Harris with the ball. He'll set the offense this time for the Wildcats. Gets it over to Hill. Inside to Hensley. Down in the corner to Connor. Going to skip it all the way over to Harris. Harris is going to drive. He hits
Caldwell.
Caldwell with it.
And
He puts it up. Will not score. But Caldwell's going to go to the line to shoot two. Last time he was there, he was 1 for 2. The second one he missed, and Hensley was there to put it up and in. Foul, a second foul on Aaron Booker, the team's 6th foul. First one up, scores it. Second one up, scores it too. It's 3 for 4 from the line. He has 5 in the game. That's Derek Caldwell.
Air ball, Hensley.
Thompson for 3 from the quarter would not go, and taking the ball down the court was Connor, and he puts it up, and it would not go.
Caldwell kept that one alive.
Yes, he did. I tell you, he is just making things happen that, one, you wouldn't take a stat. You won't sit in the scorebook, but he's making it happen. Foul that time, the first foul on Tyler Thompson going the line to shoot two will be Blake Harris. Harris' first free throw, no good. He has 8 in the game. Red Cloud coming in for Hensley for the Wildcats.
And looks like Medill will be coming in for Caldwell.
Second one, he scores it.
And he does. No, I mean
Coming in
Harris.
for Harris.
I mean for Harris.
Under 2 minutes to go, 32-28. Bloomfield on top by 4. Good spectator game.
Yes, it is. I mean, both teams are playing well.
Yes, they are. Thompson with the ball at the key. Gets it to Booker. Booker down to Hollywood. Hollywood skips it over. Nice little drive put up. Nice shot that time by Jordan Carter. His first bucket of the night.
6-foot sophomore.
32-30. Wildcats on top with a minute and a half to go in the first half. Hill with the ball. Gets it to Connor.
Red Cloud, a little drive on the baseline.
Good
nice,
shot.
Good looking shot. Good
It
soft
was.
shot. He split the defense and made a good shot.
34-30. Bloomfield back up by 4. Thompson with the ball out center court. Ball taken away by McNeil. He's going to drive. He pulls it up and he loses control of it.
I think it was off from South Bend. Which way?
The referees didn't see where the ball
They're
went.
confirming they're giving it to South Bend.
Turnover by the Wildcats. 58 seconds to go in the quarter. McIntyre into the game along with
Lynx.
Good first half of action, both teams.
Sure is. This is what we like to see.
Yep.
Another
Connor with the takeaway for the
interception off a
Wildcats.
skip pass.
Gets it to McNeil. 40 seconds to go. Connor has it back to McNeil. Bloomfield pulling the ball out. South Pims decide that they're going to go out and get a man-to-man. Just 30 seconds to go. McNeil has the ball. Thompson's on him. McNeil has the ball, and we're going to have a foul. Foul's going to be on
Thompson, I believe.
Thompson. It's going to be his second. Going to line to shoot a 1-and-1 will be Jacob McNeil. McNeil has not scored in this game.
21 seconds to go. Of course, South Bend's going to have the ball. I thought they might take Thompson out to make sure he didn't get his third foul, but South Bend probably had the ball and go for the last shot.
Boy, free throw rolls around, will not go.
Ball back to Bloomfield.
Coming
now
back.
I think they'll take Thompson out.
Red Cloud and Connor coming out for the Wildcats. Yeah. Hensley and Harris back in. They bring their shooters in. Thompson goes out for
Hollywood. Yeah, Hollywood comes in. They don't want Thompson picking up that third foul with 20 seconds left. Good touch pass back.
Hensley for 3.
Oh, ball goes back to Bloomfield.
On the jump ball.
Well, get Hensley in there. I know he can jump up and get it.
Well, we may have to call
it.
There he goes. Now, if that had gone in, would that have counted?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm just asking. I didn't know.
They ought to make it. They ought to make it the rule. That might make it a little more interesting. Be like making you call your bank shots.
We've got a push foul against Caldwell. His first, team second. Ball going to go right back over to South Pim with 15.7 seconds to go in this first half of play. Yeah, South Pim needs a bucket.
If they get a bucket here, that's going to be a big turnaround.
Yep. McIntyre has it. Gets it down to Hollywood.
But they're going to have to get a good shot off.
They got a good shot, but couldn't get it to go.
There's
Caldwell with the rebound. Taylor had a good look at it. Ball put up by Harris as the horn goes off to end the first half of play. So Bloomfield Wildcats 34, South Pemiscot Bulldogs 30. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes.
Three Rivers affordable tuition
means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Community College is a great place.
A great place
A great place to start college or career classes.
Three Rivers affordable tuition.
means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
South Pemiscot Bulldogs entertaining the fans here at halftime. And we want to give you the stats for the first half. The Bloomfield Wildcats on top of the South Pemiscot Bulldogs, 34-30. It's been a long day, but I tell you what, I've enjoyed every bit of it. Here's the scoring for the Bloomfield Wildcats. Jacob McNeil yet to score. Blake Harris with 9. Leighton Hensley with 9. 5 to Seth Hill. 5 to Derek Caldwell. 4 to Corey Smith. And 2 to Cody Redcloud. Bloomfield is 5 for 8 from the free throw line. Foul-wise, they only have 2 fouls. Derek Caldwell with 1 and Seth Hill with 1. For the Bulldogs of South Pem, 6 points to Caleb McIntyre, 2 to Jordan Carter, 14 to Tyler Thompson. He had a big first half. 2 each to James Hollywood, Cameron Links, and 4 to Bruce Smith. No free throw shot by South Pem. Bloomfield has 3 3-pointers, and South Pem has 2 3-pointers. Terry, what's your take on the game through the first half?
Well, we haven't had too many really competitive games this whole day, but and you always expect the 8 and 9 seed to be a competitive game, and they got it right because this is a very competitive game. Both teams have had some. They're both playing pretty good defense. They've caused several turnovers, but at the same time, both teams are playing within themselves. Yes. Neither team's getting out of control. They're playing within themselves. They're pretty well matched talent-wise, and that's why we have a 34-30 game, and we look forward to a good competitive second half.
Well, 6 lead changes in that first half, and I don't ever count a lead change when the score is 0-0,
right.
But once that happens and the leads go back and forth, and Bloomfield jumped out 9-2 in that first frame, and then all of a sudden here came the Bulldogs from South Pem.
Now Tyler Thompson scored 9 points.
Yep, and put them up 11-9, and then they South Pem took a lead, and here they went back and forth seesawing. But a great first half, and we look forward to the second half. Again, we want to tell you tonight's game being brought to you by Three Rivers Community College, James R. Tweedy, attorney at law at Bloomfield, taxes and more, and also First State Bank and Trust in Dexter. You see those folks? Do you enjoy watching high school basketball on YHC TV? Tell them how much you appreciate them bringing you tonight's game. Terry and I will be back in just a moment for the start of the second half.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college.
Why pay university prices?
When the same classes at TRCC cost a lot less.
I can use A+.
I get individual attention.
I'm close to home.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Both teams are back on the floor doing their warm-ups, and we're just a minute away or so the start of this second half. Terry, it's been a great day of basketball.
It
Some
always
blowouts,
is here.
but all in all, the teams, all I got to say is anybody that got blown out, they played hard.
I haven't seen any team dog it. I've seen teams get blown out, but they, most notably, I was really impressed by as hard as Malden played. They didn't, talent-wise, they did not have a chance in that game, but they played hard every minute of it. I was very impressed by Malden with that. And again, I haven't seen the team that got blown out that gave up. This is such a good atmosphere for basketball. It'd be hard not to play. It'd be difficult not to play hard. Let's not use the same word twice. But it'd be difficult. This environment is this gym and this environment and this tournament. It's just a great environment. It's just a great atmosphere.
Well, I noticed that not only the kids did they not quit playing, the coaches. I mean, they kept coaching. Corey, we're getting ready to start. Going ahead and flip her out there. The coaches are working because there's certain things that they're trying to get accomplished for the next game.
Sure. I mean, even though they're not going to win this, they may not win this game, but But they're working towards the next game and the games that are going to be played in February.
South Penn will start the second half with the ball, trailing the Wildcats by 4.
Like the original starters out for Bloomfield.
That being McNeil, Harris, Hensley, Hill, and Corey Smith.
It's like the same for South Penn. They got their 5 starters, their first 5 starters.
McIntyre, Booker, Thompson, Taylor, and Bruce Smith. McIntyre with the ball. Bloomfield back in a man-to-man. Hill on him. Good pressure by the Wildcats.
And they forced the turnover.
Ball off of Booker's hands.
Good pressure man-to-man. That's good defense on Booker by Jacob McNeil.
You know, Terry, you played ball, and it's tough to come out the second half. You know, you sit there on a bench while the coach is drawing up and talking and telling you things he'd like to see done. Harris puts up 3, will not go. Rebounded by Smith, puts it up, will not go. Rebounded on the floor that time by Booker of the South Pemiscot Bulldogs. And it takes you a while to get going.
You got to get back into the rhythm of the game.
Yes.
And,
well said.
That's true in any in any sport. There's a rhythm to a game, and you got to get into it.
Yep. Thompson with the ball, kicks it off inside to Taylor. Taylor back out to Thompson for 3, puts it up. Will not go. Rebound that time. We're going to have a jump ball. Ball will go over to the Wildcats.
Hensley and Taylor both had hold of the ball. Like South Penn's going to stay in their 2-3 zone. It worked pretty well the first half.
Oh, it did. It did. They moved well out of that zone. I'm surprised the way these zones are moving today. Oh, good move by Harris. Good drive in there. Split the defenders and took it right to the hole.
Well, back when we were learning about basketball, you played a zone because you couldn't play man-to-man. But now they use so many man-to-man techniques in the zone defenses that a zone defense is a difficult defense. That's a good defense now. It used to be you played a zone if you couldn't play defense.
Well, you've got the matchups, you've got the sinking of man-to-mans, and
you got a whole lot. You know, in the matchup zone, that's a lot of man-to-man principles.
Nice move that time by Jordan Carter, his second bucket of the night. He now has 4. 36-30, 7 minutes to go in this third period of play.
Tempo's picking up just a little bit.
Hensley with the drive, loses a handle on it. Harris gets it, kicks it out to Hill. Hill back to Harris along the baseline. He does a spin move and tries to get the ball out. The ball is foul this time, going to be on Harris. It's going to be his team's first of the second half.
Harris was tied up with about 3 people around him, really no place to go. He did a really good job getting it out of there the first time.
Yes, he did. And then got it right back to where he was.
Then he got it right back with 3 people around him.
Thompson with the ball for the Bulldogs. He's had a good first half of play. Gets the ball over to Bruce Smith. Back to Thompson. Bloomfield still in that man-to-man. Thompson drives in. He's going to be fouled by Harris. Harris going to pick up his second foul here in just a matter of about 30 seconds. Second team foul on the Wildcats this half. Thompson's going to go to the line to shoot 2. He has 14 in the first half. These are the first 3 throws going to be attempted by the South Pemiscot Bulldogs in this game.
I would think that if Bloomfield stays in the man-to-man, you're going to see Thompson going to the bucket more.
He impresses me. He likes to go to the hole.
But you can't let him set outside either.
Oh no, he'll bomb it outside. Good ball player. Second one good.
Good shooter.
36-34. Bloomfield still on top.
South Penn putting on the press. Bloomfield.
Oh, nice work that time.
Excellent bounce pass underneath
Corey
by
Smith.
McNeil.
38-34, 6:05 to go. McIntyre with the ball. Gets it over to Carter. Still has it. Looks for someone to pass to. Gets it back to McIntyre. McIntyre working on Hill. He's going to drive. Goes in, puts it up. Will not go. Rebound by Bruce Smith. He puts it up and going to be fouled. Smith will go line to shoot 2.
That was a good step back drive by McIntyre. stepped back, drew his defender on him, and then went by him. And that created the opportunity for Smith to go to the line.
Hensley with his first foul. Team started this half. Smith's first free throw scores it. Taylor and Hollywood in. McIntyre out. I didn't see who the other one
Booker.
was. Went out. Booker, okay. Second one by Smith, good. South Pim 4 for 4 from the line, all in this half. Harris with the ball. Gets it to Hensley. He's going to drive, puts it up, scores.
Good. That's what they need. They need more of that. That was just an excellent give and go from Harris to Hensley. He gets it out about the free throw line, takes it down the lane, puts it up. He's going to have a chance for a three-pointer. Went up strong with it.
Links in for Bruce Smith. Foul that time on Charles Taylor, his second, team's first. Hensley did not make it. Harris gets the rebound, puts it up and in.
Harris got that rebound from across the lane.
Yep.
From second position across the lane, comes over and gets the rebound and makes it a 4-point play.
And the press creates the turnover for Bloomfield. Smith puts up a shot, going to be fouled.
It's going to be another one on Charles Taylor, his third.
Erwin Erhan, the executive director of the Missouri State High School Activities Association, just came up to our booth. How are you doing, young man? What a game. We'll get a mic on you here in just a minute, okay? Second one, scores it.
That's about 6 in a row by Bloomfield.
44-36. Oh, good hustle by Smith. Ball off his fingertips, out of bounds.
South Pim, they need to regroup a little bit. They're not handling the press well.
5:16 to go in this third period of play. We got a timeout on the floor. Let's talk to Curran Erhan. Curran, move on down here. Stand down there, and that way we can get the camera on you. Turn around here. This is a unexpected pleasure when you get the head of the Missouri State High School Activities Association to come to your booth and visit. Sir, it's always a pleasure to see you.
Always, Bill. I enjoy it very much. It's always good to be home and get to watch a little basketball and catch up with everybody and see how folks have been doing for last year. So
things going well at the headquarters?
They are. We've had a very good fall season. We had a couple new venues for our championships. We took our softball championships to St. Joe, Missouri this year. Had a new venue up there. The people of St. Joe did a great job getting things ready. We had a lot of rain, and they worked their tails off when we got all of our games in, so that was outstanding. Also took our volleyball championships to Kansas City, the Municipal Auditorium this year, and it was nice. We had a hotel right across the street from the venue, and all of our teams could stay there and just walk across the street and go play. So it worked out well.
I hear great things by the Missouri State High School Activity Association. I want to compliment you folks for showing all the football. We appreciated that.
Yeah.
We generally used to get just the big schools, and now we get to watch all the schools play, and we appreciate that.
Well, we it's one of those things, coming from a small school and knowing what it's like to have those kids and how hard they work. We want to recognize them and make sure that they have that opportunity to be on TV. And we each year we switch back and forth to show the odd classes one year and the even classes the next year on Fox Sports. And I've also started to stream all of our championships through the internet and trying to expand our network through all the things we can offer for our championships through the internet.
Do we have anything coming for basketball like that?
For basketball, we do internet streaming through Misha, the WW Misha site, and we actually this past year we tape delayed. There was a nice block. We tape delayed the Class 4 championships, and we're still trying to figure out what we can do with Class 1, 2, and 3 to try to get them on statewide television with Fox Sports.
Curran Irwan, we appreciate you taking time to come up. This game is really getting to be a fun game to watch. Thank you, sir, and good luck, and we look forward to visiting with you in the near future.
Well, thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. I apologize for getting up here so late, but
all right.
Got a great game, and been visiting too much and haven't been able to get around everywhere. So, thanks a lot, sir.
Come back and see us anytime.
Right, thanks.
Curran Irwan, the Executive Director of Missouri State High School Activities Association. And why he's been talking, you've been watching action. Bloomfield has now increased the lead to 10, 46-36.
Well, I don't think we could have announced it to keep up with it.
No, it was going fast, and it's good to have the director up here. It's a pleasure to have someone like that, visit your station and
that's such a well-run organization.
It is.
It has been for years, and it's really nice to have somebody from down here running it.
Aaron Booker with his third foul, fourth foul. Both teams now with 4 fouls in the second half.
Hey, South Pim's coming out, and they're ratcheting up the pressure on
they are.
defense.
McNeil with the ball. He's going to drive.
Man-to-man.
Gets it to Smith. Smith pulls it up, scores it.
Went around the bigger Bruce Smith to get that.
Smith was 6 in the quarter, 10 in the game. I'll tell you talk about ratcheting it up. The Wildcats defense is ratcheting it up.
Wildcats defense has.
Harris with the ball and loses a handle on it. We're going to have a jump ball.
Looks like we got some fans getting a little excited.
I think they're going to give them a 30-second timeout. Let's see.
I think that's not a bad idea.
3:41 to go in this third period of play, 48-36.
Officials are conferring like they should.
We got a 30-second timeout by the South Pemiscot Bulldogs. Well, we're going to keep it here just a minute. We're going to tell you this game tonight brought to you by James R. Tweedy, attorney at law, is located on the Courthouse Square in Bloomfield. Phone 568-4000. That's James R. Tweedy, attorney at law. There was a measure in the House of Representatives for the state to try to get the Missouri State High School Activities Association brought under the Missouri law.
That's the worst thing that ever happened.
It's the worst thing. Yes, we need to keep politics out of our athletics in the state of Missouri, and I applaud our lawmakers for not making that measure come through.
Yeah, luckily that didn't get very far. That was one. That's one of those things. You see how laws are made. One legislature got irritated about something Misha did, and because that person was a legislator, they produced this bill that would just really screw up the high school athletics by putting it under the guise of the state government. So
they've got other things they need to be doing.
That's exactly
Take away
right.
there by Harris of the
especially when
Wildcats.
things are run well as they are.
Yes. McNeil with a drive, puts it up, scores it. What a power move by Jacob McNeil, the 5'10 junior. Bloomfield with its largest lead. They're up by 14. Nice ball
movement, handling the press well.
Lynx couldn't get it to go, but the gentleman that made the pass, Jordan Carter, gets the rebound and puts it up and in.
Carter came from across the lane to get that rebound and put it back in.
That was a great pass, by Carter.
Well, it was about 3 great passes. There's one there.
Golly.
Nice.
I'm just
nice
amazed the ball movement by both teams. Carter with the ball.
Bloomfield's back in. They're in a 2-3, but it's matching up.
I'm telling you, Bloomfield has stepped up their defense. McNeil with a takeaway.
So they switched to a 2-3, but it's a very aggressive 2-3. They're trapping.
Oh, good ball handling by Harris. He gets it over to Hensley, puts it up, will not go.
Foul by Harris.
Foul
over
is
the
going
back.
to be on Harris on the back of Thompson.
Thompson had good position that time.
Blocked
out well.
Third foul by Harris. Colwell and Connor coming in for the Wildcats. Going out is Corey Smith and Harris. Also coming in for the Bulldogs, McIntyre and Bruce Smith. 2:25 to go in this third period of play. Bloomfield 50, South Pem 38.
Nice. Leighton Hensley's been taking it all the way in.
Oh, it couldn't get it to go. Rebound by Smith. Gets it to McIntyre. McIntyre, quickness. Pulls it back out, drives back in. Gets the ball to Taylor. Taylor inside to Smith, puts it up, scores it. Bruce Smith with his first bucket. He has 4 in the quarter. First bucket of the third quarter, he has 4. Connor with inside, puts it up, will not go, gets his own rebound, puts it up, will not go, gets
Stays
it blocked,
with it, he's going to make a three.
He puts it in.
Caldwell.
I said Connor, I meant Derek Caldwell.
Caldwell's been one of those guys tonight. He's not getting the whole lot of minutes, but he's making he's making really good use of the minutes he's getting.
Yes, he is. 52-40. Bloomfield on top by 12. Red Cloud in for the Wildcats. Caldwell's free throw scores it.
Bloomfield back in the 2-3.
Carter with the ball. Skips it to Hollywood. Ball taken away by Red Cloud.
They're in a 2-3, but the ball draws a lot of attention.
Yep. Hill with the ball. 1:20 to go in this third period of play.
Jacob Connor.
Jacob Connor with his first basket, and it's a 3, 56-40. The biggest lead of the night, 16 points by the Wildcats. Carter with the ball. You still think this game's going to get close, don't you? I mean, you just feel like it is. Carter for 3 will not go. Rebounded
off of Hollywood.
Off of Hollywood, out of bounds.
They're calling it off of Bloomfield. They're saying it's off of Bloomfield, giving it back to South Penn.
Okay. Carter out. Coming in for him is Booker for the Bulldogs. 54 seconds to go in this third period of play. South Penn needs a bucket. Hollywood with the ball. Kicks it to Booker. Booker back to Hollywood. Hollywood going to drive. Nice spin move. Puts it up, and he's going to be fouled.
He's going to the line for 2, but his drive and a nice spin move just spins him into about 3 players.
Yep.
He's fortunate to be going to the line.
Foul that time on Derek Caldwell, his second, team 6. Next foul by Bloomfield will send South Pemiscot Bulldogs to the 1 and bonus.
Oh. A little housekeeping to be done. Thought for a minute Winston was going to take the ball and go home.
Hollywood's first free throw goes, gets the bounce.
Not exactly a classic for him, but it worked that time.
South Pem is 5 for 5 from the free throw line tonight, and all in this quarter. Second one up, will not go. Ball tipped around on the floor. McNeil comes away with it for the Wildcats. Like you said, Terry, it's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
Hill has it. Gets the ball out to Red Cloud. He puts up a shot. Air ball. Rebounded by Smith. Smith gets it to Booker. 15 seconds to go. South Penn with the ball. They need a bucket. Ball to Hollywood. He drives in, puts it up, scores it. James Hollywood.
Oh.
We got a turnover on Bloomfield, 56-43.
The pressure applied by Tyler Thompson. Another bucket gets it down to an 11-point game. They can get it down to 10 or 11 with this. They got 8.6 seconds.
That's what I said. You don't feel like this game's over, by any stretch of imagination. Used to a 10-point lead, the game was over. Not anymore.
A little short. That's
Thompson puts up a 3 just short. Bloomfield comes away with the rebound at the end of 3. So Wildcats 56. The Bulldogs 43. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV. This game tonight brought to you by Taxes and More inside Wethington Tire located at 200 North Prairie in Bloomfield. See Tanya M. Wethington for your taxes and bookkeeping. Phone 568-3833. That's Taxes and More in Bloomfield. Also, First State Bank and Trust in Dexter supports our high school athletes, coaches, cheerleaders, teachers, administrators, and fans. Have a great 52nd Bloomfield Christmas tournament. That's First State Bank and Trust. Call 624-3919 in Dexter. And I have to echo what First State Bank and Trust says. We've had some great games today, and today is only the first. After today, there's still 18 games to go.
Looking forward to every one of them.
We've been up here since 9:15 this morning. First game was at 10, and we just have been treated so well. Hospitality room very good tonight. Had barbecued hamburgers and hot dogs and homemade chili, and had cookies. Very good.
Very good cookies.
8 minutes to go in regulation. Takeaway by Hensley. Gets it to Harris. Bloomfield with the ball. Hill has it. Thompson's on him.
It's South Pim trying to trap the ball.
Ball taken away by Hollywood. Boy, look at the quickness there. He gets the ball to Booker. Booker puts it up. Cannot get it to go. Lynx kept it alive, but now we're going to have a jump ball. Ball will go over to the Bloomfield Wildcats.
Hollywood's given them some good minutes in the last few minutes.
Yes, he has. Boy, he's quick.
He's quick. He scored some points. And he did it on the defensive end that time.
Harris with the ball, being double teamed. Gets it to McNeil. McNeil across the timeline. Harris going to set the play. Gets it to Hill. Man-to-man defense being applied by the Bulldogs. Harris inside to McNeil. He puts it up. It's going to be fouled by Thompson. Thompson with his third.
Somebody lost
6.
his man. Somebody lost his man underneath. Thompson slid down to cover it, but he a little late getting there.
McNeil's first will not go. Carter back in for the Bulldogs. Going out is Taylor. Second one up, it's short.
There's Leighton Hensley.
I'll tell you what, they have got more offensive rebounds off free throws than anybody I've seen. Hensley will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, they're real quick off that second position.
No.
Of course, Hensley's quick and explosive anyway underneath.
Second foul that time on Carter of the Bulldogs. Hensley's first free throw up. He scores it. He now has 12 in the game. Second one up, in and out. Rebounded that time by Carter. He hits all the way down floor.
Bloomfield's having a little trouble at the line.
Yep. Lynx received the ball and threw the ball in to
Hollywood.
Hollywood's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Now Bloomfield's missed 3 out of their last 4 free throws. And
foul is going to be on Smith. His first. Hollywood's first is up, will not go.
South Bend can't afford to miss any free throws. Down by 14 with 7 minutes to go. Looks like Taylor's going to be coming in for
the shooter?
For the shooter.
Second one will not go. Rebounded out to Thompson on the floor. He gets the ball into Carter, puts it up, scores it. You know, this Jordan Carter has played some very valuable minutes.
He really has. Long pass down court, layup by Hensley.
That'll break your back.
Good hustle.
Ball out of bounds, turnover by the Bulldogs. 59-45, 6:41 to go.
That's a good hustle defense by Blake Harris on that.
Sure was.
Force that turnover.
South Pim applying the pressure. Hill has it. Ball tipped out of bounds.
Good idea.
By Lynx of the Bulldogs.
It's a good idea. He had Hensley cutting to the basket. He could have gotten the ball there. Hensley had a layup.
Harris inbound, gets the ball to McNeil. McNeil's going to drive, gets it over in the corner to Hensley. He drives in, puts it up, scores it. Leighton Hensley with 5 in the quarter, 16 in the game.
And again, a lot of that was started by McNeil's penetration. If you can penetrate a defense, lots of good things can happen.
Hill with the basketball, 61-47. The Wildcats up by 4.
There's
McNeil
another
drives.
penetration down
great
Hensley.
pass.
And a nice defensive play by Taylor. I think he's going to be called for the foul. He made a nice, but an excellent pass. Again, brought on by the penetration.
4th foul that time committed by Charles Taylor. To the line to shoot 2 is Hensley. His first one up, scores it. Hollywood and Kerry Hall into the game. Hall's first appearance. Going out is Booker and Taylor for the Bulldogs. Hensley second, scores it.
Stretches lead to 16 with 6 minutes to go.
We've got a timeout on the floor. With a timeout on the floor, you're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment.
Great instructors.
And convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Well, Terry, what do you think? 6:03 to go. Bulldogs down by 16.
Well, I think they're going to have to take chances on defense. They have been doing that the last couple of minutes, and it hasn't worked. Matter of fact, I think they cut the lead a little bit, but Bloomfield was able to throw over the pressing defense and score some easy buckets. And Bloomfield's success this half has been predicated by their defensive pressure.
Yep.
We were talking about both teams were out of rhythm coming out of the halftime break. Well, Coach Hicks took care of that by putting Bloomfield in a pressure defense and pressing. They got in the rhythm pretty quick and spread out the lead. They had a 4-point lead. They've added 12 points to that so far. But for South Pim, they're going to have to step it up defensively and try to create turnovers. Because the way Bloomfield's playing defense right now, South Pim's not going to get a lot of open looks.
No. I tell you, I've been impressed the way Bloomfield has really stepped up their defense. You know, we were talking about South Pim stepped up theirs, and that Moore made that statement, and Bloomfield makes about 3 steals in a row, just bang, bang, bang. And there McNeil goes for the steal and runs in to Lynx. That's McNeil's first foul, the team's 8th. Going to line for a 1-and-1 will be Cameron Lynx. Lynx has 2 points in this game, has not been to the free throw line. Lynx is a 5'11 junior. Both teams with 8 fouls this half. Sinks his first one, gets the bonus. Yeah, it's important when you can make those free throws, especially the clock stopped when you're trailing.
Yeah, Bloomfield doesn't want to let them go to the line.
No. You want that clock running. Second one.
Makes them both. Okay, South Pim, again, Bloomfield breaks it easily.
Corey Smith gets down there on a breakaway layup,
error.
loses it out off his hands, out of bounds. Couldn't grab a hold of it. I'll tell you, though, did you notice Coach Hicks? He didn't get aggravated.
No.
Didn't get upset.
Well,
settle down.
You don't get upset with physical errors. You get upset by mental errors and lack of effort.
Right.
And that certainly wasn't either one of those.
Blocking foul that time on Corey Smith as Thompson was driving to the hole. 5:33 to go in this contest. 63-49. Wildcats on top by 14. Thompson to the line for a 1-and-1.
He's been somewhat quiet this second half. Shooting two.
Going to shoot two.
Yeah, he's in the process. He's in the act of shooting.
Sinks his first one. Thompson now with 17 points. Booker in for Hall for the Bulldogs. Second one for Thompson. Rolls around. Gets the roll.
Good shooter's roll.
Yep. Well, he's got a good touch. He's got a soft touch.
Hensley going to break loose.
Hensley's going to catch up to it. He's too far into the bucket. Comes back out. Ball's blocked by Hollywood, but he's going to be called for the foul. James Hollywood, his second foul. Going to the line to shoot two will be Lighton Hensley.
That was really good the way Bloomfield sprung him loose. He starts on the right side on this side of the court, swings all the way around with a pick.
Picks up all the screens.
And picks up all the screens, and they break him loose.
Nobody switches.
Almost like an end around.
That's right. You were going to call it the old Statue of Liberty. I know it's what you're going to call it. 64-51, 5.5 minutes to go. Second one will not go. Hollywood with the rebound. South Pim needs a bucket. Thompson has it quickly down the floor. Thompson goes inside, puts it up, loses off his hands. Smith comes away with the ball.
Thompson again.
Oh, look at there. Thompson takes it away, gives it to Carter. Carter puts it up and in. Nice hands.
Thompson's back on defense, and there's a walk.
Nice hands by Thompson. Hensley may have hurt himself.
Yeah, he tried to stop and stretched his, made a stretch to the quad or something. He's going to stay in.
He's walking it off. Well, we say he's going to stay in.
Coach is going to bring him out.
Jacob Connor going to come in for him.
That's the smart thing to do.
64-53, 5:14 to go. Closest that South Pim's been in some time.
You know, they want to get it down to under double digits with 5 minutes to go, and they got the chance to do that.
Carter has it, gets it to Thompson. Booker has it into Hollywood. Hollywood with a spin move, puts it up, scores.
Nice move by Hollywood. Hollywood, I've been impressed with Hollywood the second half of this game.
64-55, 4:55 to go in the game.
And it's down to under double digits. It's still a game.
Lynx tips the ball out of bounds as Connor was losing it off his hands for the Wildcats. Bloomfield Wildcats. Boy, the old mind just doesn't think anymore. Corey Smith has it. Gets it to Harris. Harris is going to bring it outside for the Wildcats to set the offense. South Pim's in a man-to-man. Connor has it with Thompson on him. Thompson's going to climb up.
Good defense with Thompson.
Well, Thompson's got good, quick hands. Connor took it right in front of him. Thompson, instead of going down at the ball, he went into the ball.
And Thompson's created the last couple of turnovers.
We've got a timeout on the floor with 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go. It's the Wildcats 64, the Bulldogs 55. This game tonight being brought to you by Three Rivers Community College, James R. Tweedy, attorney at law in Bloomfield, and also Puxico. I failed to mention that earlier. Taxes and more, and also First State Bank and Trust in Dexter. If you enjoy watching high school basketball on YHC, you see those folks, tell them how much you appreciate them bringing the game. Terry, I still think we're going to see a close game.
Well, it was 16 points just a couple of minutes ago. It's down to 9 now. South Pim has the ball. They can cut it down to 7 or 6, except for Thompson's probably their only three-point shooter out there. But they're on the roll now. They've got the momentum.
Thompson has a ball. Thompson's been quiet from outside. He's had 4 points this half off of the free throw line. Harris with the near steal has a ball go out of bounds. Derek Caldwell coming in for Corey Smith for the Wildcats.
And that type of turnover could have really been a momentum.
Oh, it could have been a layup. Man. Caldwell every time.
Right now the momentum is with South Pim.
Thompson for three. Scorer. Oh,
it's in and out. Oh.
And look who gets the rebound just into the game. Caldwell for Bloomfield. I was going to say, every time he's in the game, he makes something happen. That ball was down in the hole and came out. Oh, what a nice behind-the-back dribble there by Harris. Gets the ball to Hensley, who puts it up and in.
There's about a 5-point swing. You got the 3 points that didn't go down for Thompson, and then Harris makes that beautiful pass to Hensley for Bloomfield to score 2. There's a 5-point swing to get it back up to 11.
Very well said. Carter with the ball to Thompson. Back to Carter. To Thompson.
Bloomfield's going to make him score from the outside.
Into Hollywood inside. A spin move, puts it up, scores it. James Hollywood, 4 1/4, 9 in the game.
I think James Holloway's played a pretty good half.
Yes, he has. Hill with the ball. Gets it over to Connor. Thompson working against him on defense to Hensley. Hensley's going to drive.
To the lane.
Puts it up. Will not go. Rebound by Harris. Oh, nice little move there. Will not go.
And there's Caldwell.
Caldwell with the rebound.
And he's going to the line.
He's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Folks, I tell you, this young man, Derek Caldwell, has played very valuable minutes for the Bloomfield Wildcats. Foul that time on Aaron Booker, his 4th. The line to shoot 2 will be Derek Caldwell. First one scores it. He now has 9 in the game. Booker coming out. Going in for him is Charles Taylor. That's for the Bulldogs. Caldwell now in double digits. He has 10.
Got to back up the double-digit lead, too.
68-57, 3:05 to go win this contest. That's regulation. Carter with the ball. I'll tell you, that defense of Bloomfield, they're in a 2-3 zone, has been good all night.
That's a walk.
Taylor with a move and tried to hit Carter with it and threw the ball
away. Their
away.
defense has been, when they were man-to-man, pressuring man-to-man, that's really what kind of changed the game around. But then they go back to the 2-3 zone, but the 2-3 zone is an aggressive 2-3 zone.
I've been impressed the way they handle that press, too. Hill drives in, is going to be fouled. Let's see if it was on the floor or if he's
going to shoot 2.
Won't make any difference.
Wouldn't make any difference. They're both in double bonus. Foul on Links.
Links his first. Hill to the line to shoot 2. He has 5 in the game. First one up, will not go. Second one up, scores it. He now has 6. 69-57, 2:45 to go. Carter with the ball for the Bulldogs. And nobody on him. He drives in, puts it up, scores it.
He's played some good minutes for South Pem.
He has 6 in the quarter, 12 in the game, and he has played some very valuable minutes. We've got timeout on the floor. Terry, it's 2:36 to go. You're down by 10. If you're South Pem, you're Bloomfield, you're up by 10. What do? You're up.
If you're up, you take care of the ball.
Okay.
That's you prize the rock. If you're down, you're going to have to take chances to get back in. You got at least a 4-possession game. There's still time to do it. You don't have to start throwing up threes right now, but you got to get. But if you're not going to shoot threes, you're going to have to get quick buckets. Well,
the Achilles heel for Bloomfield has been the one game I saw them get defeated at Campbell in the Campbell tournament. They had Campbell down, and at the very end of the game, they got fouled, and they couldn't make their free throws.
And they've had some trouble tonight.
Well, I looked here in the fourth quarter, they're 7 for 12 for the free throw line. So in the fourth quarter, they've shot 12 free throws, and they're 7 for 12. So they've got to be very careful with those free throws. You know, if you're going to protect the ball, you got to be able, because you're going to get fouled.
That's right. And South Bend's going to have to start fouling if they can't, because they're going to have to score quickly.
Well, we've enjoyed all 8 games and hope that you folks have got to watch those games. We'll be playing them all throughout the winter and the spring and the early summer. We enjoy our high school basketball on YHC TV and especially the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament.
Now it looks like Bloomfield's going to pull it out and try to go in some type of a weave.
Well, they're not working a weave. They're working a screen. They're hoping to get a backdoor cut there. You can tell they're wanting a high percentage layup or a short shot. Harris drives in, gets the ball over to Hill across court. Hill puts it up, scores it. They milked about 25 seconds off the clock to get 2 points. That's what you want to do.
Did exactly what they needed to do. South Bend,
nice drive by Jordan Carter. He has 8 1/4, 14 in the game. Minute 50 to go.
South Bend's going to have to get a stop here. And they're going to have to do it fairly quickly.
Hill has it. Boy, he was wide open. Yeah, it's hard not to put that three up when you're that wide open. But again, it goes back to taking care of the clock. Thompson with a steal. He's going to go in. He's going to score it.
That gets it down to 8. It's three possession game with a minute and a half.
Hensley never went and met
the
ball.
They can still do it.
He never went to beat the ball. If he'd have gone to beat the ball, he'd got fouled. Connor with the ball, big double team, gets away from it to Hill. Hill to Harris. Harris drives in.
To take care of it, get it down to Caldwell.
Caldwell puts it up, scores it.
He's in double digits now, isn't he?
Well, he's got 12 tonight. 73-63, 1:05 to go. Bloomfield back up by 10. Carter for three.
Little shot. I think he called the bank on that.
He called it.
About halfway up there, he said he's going to bank it.
He has got 11 in the quarter, 17 in the game.
He got an odd shot, too, from outside.
But he knocked it home.
He knocked it home.
73-66, 61 seconds to go.
There's still time. I mean, it's 3 possessions. It's 7 points. They're going to need to. They're in the position now where they're going to need to steal the ball or start fouling.
Yep. Well, it's been a great game to call, Terry. I've enjoyed calling with you. It's a lot of fun. We got Corey Martin on the camera in this game. He's doing a great job for us. Corey did an intern with YHC for his Southeast Missouri State University undergraduate degree, and we enjoyed having him. And he did some sports for us and also camera work, and we're glad to have him on board with us for this Bloomfield Christmas tournament. He and Kim Stokes do a great job on the camera, and we appreciate it. Spectators that have hung around have seen a good ball game.
Sure have.
Bloomfield with the ball, 61 seconds to go.
South Bend is not going to press, it looks like.
Both teams are in a double bonus, so they're going to get 2 shots.
They're going to pick up about 3 quarters. Looks like they're going to try to trap it.
South Bend's going to trap off of it. You bet they are. Harris with the ball, gets it over to Hill. South Bend, boy, the coach is asking them to get out.
Yeah, they're going to have to start fouling here in a minute.
We're down to 45 seconds.
They're down by 7.
Hill has the ball, down to 40 seconds.
It's 30 seconds.
Boy, they are just eating time up, and there's finally a foul by Thompson. It's going to be his 4th.
McNeil at the line.
Going to the line to shoot 2 will be Jacob McNeil. He's a 5'10 junior.
They were probably about 20 seconds late on that, on committing the foul.
Yeah, 28.7 seconds to go. Now McNeil is 0 for 3 from the line tonight. He scored 2 points. Takes a deep breath, puts the first one up, gets the roll.
Still 3 possessions. Where South Bend's in position, they're going to have to make 3s.
How many? 3 possessions, 74-66. Still three
possessions, but it has to be 3 threes in 28 seconds. That's a tall order.
Carter with the ball. Gets it to
Put
Booker.
it up. You're going to have to put the ball up.
Carter puts up a 3.
And he banks another one in.
He has had
I wonder, is he calling
career.
those?
He commits
That's
the
all right.
foul.
That's a good foul to commit.
Yep. Very little time went off the clock. 12 seconds or 11.9 seconds to go in the game.
There's not enough time, I don't believe.
He has 14 in the quarter, 20 in the game. He has had a game tonight. 75-69.
And he didn't start.
No, he did not. Hill to the line. He's 1 for 2 from the line. He has 8 points tonight. Makes his first. 76-69, 7-point lead. Might as well say 12 seconds, 11.9.
Too good.
Second one will not go, but look there for the rebound.
There's another.
3 times tonight.
There's another rebound off of missed free throw.
Carter with the drive.
Another 2 points. That'll do it.
Bloomfield Wildcats going to come away with this win, 78-71. A good ball game. Both clubs played very, very well.
Very impressive game.
Very impressive game. We're going to do a quick wrap. We want to tell you this game tonight been brought to you by Three Rivers Community College, James R. Tweedy, attorney at law, taxes and more, First State Bank and Trust in Dexter. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back in just a minute. You're watching high school basketball on YHC TV.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes.
Three Rivers affordable tuition
Means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Terry, we'll do a quick wrap on this game. Point-wise for the winning Wildcats, Bloomfield Wildcats, 4 points by Jacob McNeil, 15 by Blake Harris, 23 by Leighton Hensley, 9 by Seth Hill, 12 by Derek Caldwell, 3 by Jacob Connor, that is, 10 by Corey Smith, 2 by Cody Red Cloud. Bloomfield was 20 for 29 from the three-point line, or from the free throw line. That would have been nice for the three-point line. 20 for 29 from the free throw line, and they were had 4 3-pointers. On the other hand, the South Pemiscot Bulldogs, they were Caleb McIntyre had 6 points, 22 by Jordan Carter coming off the bench. Aaron Booker with 2, Tyler Thompson with 20, James Hollywood with 9, 4 by Cameron Links, 8 by Bruce Smith. They were 9 for 12 from the free throw line, and they also had 4 3-pointers. Very good ball game.
It was a very good ball game. It was a 4-point game at halftime, and Bloomfield came out in the second half when their defense predicated a great run for them, both their man-to-man pressure half-court defense and then also their zone press. And even when they dropped back into the 2-3 zone, it was an aggressive zone and created a lot of problems for South Penn and created a lot of points for Bloomfield. Bloomfield gets out to a 16-point lead. Then South Penn comes back. They're getting back in the game. They get it down to about 8 points. They have the ball, get a great look. This sequence, I think, turned the whole game around. They get a great look in the corner from Thompson. He makes a shot, beautiful shot. It rolls. It looks like it's going down. It rolls, comes out. Bloomfield gets the ball, goes down the court. Blake Harris makes a great behind-the-back pass, I think, to Hensley for a layup. There's a 5-point swing there. Gets it back to double digits, and South Penn just never could recover from that.
Well, we want to tell you the next day's games are going to look like this. Of course, you'll be watching them all the time. You're going to have the breakfast game is what Lloyd Smith calls it, the breakfast show. You're going to have East Prairie versus Hayti. Following that game, Malden Kennett, then Donovan Greenville, South Penn and East Carter. Then on the championship side of the bracket, you're going to have Birmingham Bloomfield, Dexter and Puxico, Twin Rivers, Van Buren, and Richland and Portageville. We'll be back with more of your basketball. Again, for Terry McVeigh, I'm Bill Hampton. Stay tuned for the Coaches Show, and we'll hope to see you again. Don't forget, put the seatbelts on, and live today, learn from yesterday, look forward to tomorrow.
Coaches Interviews brought to you by Charlie Flanagan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Dexter, and Missouri State Representative Rob Mayer of the 25th District, and Missouri Southern Healthcare, located in Dexter.
Hi, I'm Charlie Flanagan with Edward Jones Investments, and I'm here with Aaron Burton, who's the head basketball coach at South Pemiscot, and we've just concluded the final game of the first day of the Bloomfield tournament. Coach came up a little bit short this evening with a pretty good Bloomfield team. Tell us a little bit about the impressions that you have of the game.
Well, we knew coming in that it was going to be tough playing Bloomfield home court. Last game of the night, a lot of fans would be here for them, and we knew that they weren't going to be a quitting bunch. I know Coach Hicks was going to have them ready, and he definitely had them ready to go tonight.
Yeah. Well, I thought your kids played real hard, and I thought thought you really battled well on the boards tonight. Is that something that you kind of emphasize?
Well, that is definitely something we emphasize, blocking out and getting the boards. We want to only give them one shot. You know, that's what we talk about, give them one shot. If they make it, fine, but we definitely want to give them 2 and 3 looks at the basket. And if they can beat us on one shot every game, then that's a pretty good team. There's not much you can do about it. Our guys, they definitely, the effort was there tonight. I just thought we, dug too big of a hole early. Turnovers were the key tonight. You know, they forced a lot of turnovers, and we made a lot of bad passes.
Yeah, as we were talking before we started rolling the camera, we kind of talked that the third quarter was a pretty big key. Bloomfield went on a little bit of a run, and you were never able to catch up.
Yeah. What I tell our boys at every halftime, third quarter is the most important quarter of the ball game. And a lot of times, if you'll go back and look in the books, whoever won that third quarter, most of the time they're the ones that end up pulling it away at the end.
Yeah, now it's about a 16-point ball game midway through the fourth quarter, and then you guys went on a little bit of a run.
Yeah, we got up and really started doing a great job on pressuring the ball. Where we've got to get better at is rotating on that back defense under the goal and not giving up that layup that we gave up quite a few times there when they were able to handle the pressure we put on them and got that look down low.
Yeah, now you hit a couple of big threes late in the game to bring it back to 78-71.
Jordan Carter is sophomore for us, and he hit a couple of big threes. Tyler put in a couple of the night behind the line, and that definitely gave us the chance to make it a ball game. But again, I just think we dug ourselves too big of a hole early in the game.
Yeah, you didn't lose the game, you just ran out of time.
Yep, we ran out of time.
There you go. Well, tomorrow night, who do you have?
We've got East Carter tomorrow night, and hopefully what we're going to go home focus on is coming back and then just making a strong run tomorrow night. Doesn't matter who it is. We need to rebound and show people that we're not going to lay down and quit, because our guys, they're pretty relentless when it comes to playing on the floor and not giving up.
Now, have you seen East Carter play, and what do you know about them?
I haven't. I know that they're down right now, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, any given night, anybody can win, and if they show up ready to play and we don't, then we'll be going home, not coming back, and they will.
Well, let's hope that you end up playing 4 ball games and using the tournament as a way to get better for the rest of the year.
Definitely, we need to play as much as we can.
Yeah, everybody does this time of the year. Well, that's our interview with Coach Aaron Burton from South Pemiscot, and we really appreciate you coming up.
Thank you.
Coach's Interviews brought to you by Charlie Flanagan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Dexter, and Missouri State Representative Rob Mayer of the 25th District, and Missouri Southern Healthcare, located in Dexter.
Hi everybody, I'm Charlie Flanagan with Edward Jones Investments, and I'm here interviewing Dustin Hicks, head basketball coach for the Bloomfield Wildcats, and they just came off of the victory of the last game of the first day of the tournament. Coach, ended up being a 78-71 ball game. Kind of let them get a little bit close there at the end.
Yeah, we probably didn't close the game out as well as we would have liked. That's something we've really been focusing on over the last week or so. We've lost a 2-point game. We've lost one at the buzzer on a half-court shot. It's just been we haven't closed out games well as we would have liked. Free throw shooting, a lot of things. So it was better, but still not where we want to be, and it's not where it needs to be if we're going to beat Bernie tomorrow night.
Well, I thought you guys played really well in the third quarter. You extended the lead. That's where you really got a little separation. How'd you end up doing that?
We talked at halftime about basketball's a game of runs. We made our run early. They responded with theirs, and then both teams just kind of played into the half. Well, we kind of just started over again. Said we need to make our run to start the second half. Be a little more aware where number 12 is at, and then don't let them respond with their run this time. And I thought the boys did a pretty good job of that. We fumbled away a few layups that probably could have put the game away, a few blown assignments here and there, a few banked in three-pointers. We kind of kept it a little closer than was comfortable for us. But all in all, pretty proud of the boys and their effort.
About a 16-point ball game into the fourth quarter, and then things got a little ragtag. I thought you guys kind of allowed South Pim to dictate the tempo a little bit, kind of got away from your style of game and tried to play theirs and didn't do it real successfully.
No, we really didn't. And that was kind of a frustrating thing. The good part was that we still had 4 timeouts to work with, so we could keep using our timeouts, trying to calm the boys down. We tend to play an up-tempo style, but once you get up 16 in the fourth quarter, they're going to want to play fast, and it's time for us to slow down and start dictating a slower tempo using the clock. And that's something we got to, we'll get better with it as the season goes on.
I know Seth Hill plays point guard for you. He's a young sophomore, but he looks like he's doing a pretty good job for you.
Seth's a very heady player. He stepped into that role. It was one we was unsure about going into the season with the graduation of Kyle Williamson. How we were going to leave the point the same. We need a little more offensive production from the wing, and Seth really matured over this summer. And he's just, like I said, he's a real heady player, very coachable. So even when he makes a few mistakes, he can figure out what he's doing wrong. I don't really have to get on to him too much, just make a little eye contact, and he'll fix it the next time down.
Now, I thought almost everybody that you put in played well, in their role, but I thought the Hensley boy was by far your best player.
Late in the last 2 games has really started being more active. We've really needed that presence for him just to be, stand out, be the best player on the court. He's that athletic and that skilled that he can really stand out and make himself the presence we need. Makes it a little easier on the guards to move without the basketball too. We also like that. Typically our post players pass a little better than they did tonight, hitting cutters, moving without the ball. We got a good effort also from Derek Caldwell with 12 points, the big guy that came off the bench. We keep getting inside scoring like that. It'll make it a lot easier on our guards.
You got Bernie tomorrow night. Bernie's ranked #1. Tell us a little bit about them and what you plan to do.
Bernie tomorrow night, again, we played them 3 close games last year. It just seemed like we never really had the depth to finish one off. We'd get out on them early and play, and then they would just have too much depth. Tomorrow we are going to have to do a better job of controlling the tempo as well as trimming down our turnovers. They're going to get out in the passing lanes. They're going to gamble. They're going to be active. It's one of those things that we've got to stay calm and try to execute what we do and not try to get caught up in just going for the home run every time.
Well, my guess, especially here in your home gym, in your tournament, my guess is you might have a surprise up your sleeve for
Yeah, I mean, we've had a chance to see them a few times this year, and again, we played them 3 times last year, and they returned the core of that team. So we're pretty familiar with what they're going to do, as they are with us. So it should make for an interesting ball game. Having home court advantage never hurts, so we'll take it and try to do the best with it we can.
Well, I'm sure you're going to do just fine. Well, Coach, really appreciate you coming by. Thanks an awful lot. Good luck at the rest of the tournament.
Appreciate it.
Coaches Interviews brought to you by Charlie Flanagan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Dexter, and Missouri State Representative Rob Mayer of the 25th District, and Missouri Southern Healthcare located in Dexter.